What for you is a lot for this week?
Really just staying focused on your details and your like fundamentals, because I mean they gonna pass. You just don't know when. And it don't really come often, so you can't sleep. So I think that's the biggest thing, just really staying focused and locked in, because you don't want to go to sleep back there. They running, they catch you slipping and hit you with a big one. So I think that's the main thing. Really just reading the key for run pass and just really honing in on it every play. It could get boring and you can kind of get like frustrated with it, like they're not passing. But that's what you got to do. You got to just stay locked in and stay focused to it.
As far as the run support goes, though, how is it helping those 7 guys in front of you in terms of run support?
The corners got to show up. You got to show up and run support. You just can't just run up out of there and just play with the receiver. Like, when it's your time to show up, you got to show up. So I think that's a big thing. Like, if your corners don't show up, you're probably not going to win the game. So your corners got to show up and tackle. So I think that'll be a huge difference in the game.
Tracy, it's this whole coach search and all that stuff. How hard do you think it is for the coaches you have now, knowing what's probably going to happen, at the end of the season? How tough do you think that is for them?
I mean, I think it's probably very tough on them, but at the end of the day, I can't really speak for them because I'm not in their shoes, so I can't really tell you like how they feeling or like how I think they feel, because I truly don't know. I never really been in that position, so I never been in that position of losing my job or anything like that, So I mean, but obviously it got to be like tough on them, tough on their family, because it's uncertainty, of where they're gonna be at and things like that, But I mean, a lot of our coaches, they very experienced, so I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna get jobs. I'm pretty sure they're gonna move on and eventually have like a job. I'm sure they're not gonna be like workless or anything like that. But anything with the families, I think that's what I look at the most, like their families. And I mean, my coaches, they men and they tough, so I think they can handle anything like that. You got to be a man to handle adversity, but I think when I look at it like their younger kids and their wives, that's what I think about. Like it's hard on them. Really.
And for you guys, like you're seniors, so you won't be here anymore, and not asking you to name me any names of who would be a good coach, but as a player, what's the most important thing for players when you're hiring a new coach, as far as attributes, characteristics, football? What specifically do you look for as a player?
If you can relate to them, that's the biggest thing. Like if you feel like you can relate to them, I feel like that's the biggest thing, because you feel like you can talk to him. You won't really shy away from him, or when he come around, you won't really, kind of like, be kind of like mellow or be close. So I think if you can relate to your coach like openly, I think that make a huge difference, because then you'll want to play for him. You'll build a relationship with him. You can be yourself. So I think as long as you can relate to him, that make a huge difference, because when something going wrong, you can tell him, all right, this coach, we feel like this. You won't really be close. If you can't relate to him, something going bad, you just it's like whatever. Like, he gonna be him, and I'm gonna just do me. So I think if you can relate to a person, that's just with anything. If you can relate to him, man, it'll make it better overall.
How fast have these years gone by the way, for you?
I mean, when you at the end, it went by fast. But I mean, it didn't go by that fast, But when you at the end, it seemed like it went by fast, But it is what it is, though. You can't be here forever. And you got to move on, and at the end of the day, when it's my time up, I'm ready to move on.
Tracy, how would you describe your experience at Miami? You guys as a senior class have gone through a lot, probably more than anybody in a while, between the NCAA stuff, losing your coach in the middle of the season this year. How would you describe your experience at Miami?
I say it's been interesting. But it's been fun though. At the end of the day, I got an opportunity to, come to a great university. I got an opportunity to play ball. I got an opportunity, even move to the next level. So I mean, I having fun. But I met a lot of people that I truly love and build relationships with, and that I'm gonna, talk to for the rest of my life. I done made best friends. I done met people outside of football. That I think I could, network and connect with, and things like that. So I mean, and I'm from Miami. So I think I made a great decision to come here. Things like that. I know we ain't winning a national championship, but at the end of the day, it still worked out, in my favor. In a lot of our favor, especially being from Miami and coming to Miami. People don't understand how that could change your life and what that could do for you down the road. So I think I always be good.
When you get your degree, or you have it?
Get in the spring.
In what?
In May.
No, in what?
Sociology, and I minor in sports administration.
What's your plan B, as they always say?
My plan B?
Yeah.
Broadcasting.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, broadcasting or coaching.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like working with kids, and developing people. So probably broadcasting or coaching.
Okay, cool.
Using my mouth.
DB
talking
coach.
And,
recruiting.
Talking and
You're
messing
very
with
good
people.
at that. Come on.
See that?
All right, cool.
Thanks, Tracy.
Tracy,
no
thank you.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks for